Hey, I'm Aaron.
I'm Oli, and we are 2/3 of RavenEye, and that just happened.
Hey guys, what's happening? It is Front Row Joe. We're in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico on ShipRocked 10 2019 with the guys from RavenEye. How you guys doing?
It's good to see you again.
Yeah. So we've got Oli over here, we've got Aaron over here. Just finished up a fantastic set, and little trouble trying to stay on the stage. It's a little rough out.
It was so rough out. Like we were talking about, because I go on his shoulders for the show, and I'm like, I don't really want to do it. And Aaron's like, yeah, it's fine. And now I realise, when we talked about it, it's because he doesn't bother about falling over. I'm the one that gets the biggest concussion. So, but it was rocky.
The show's got to go on though.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's hard enough. It's hard enough staying in balance when there's no movement at all. But now it's like when you jump on the drum kit and you jump down, it's like a moving target. It's like, are you gonna land this? Or oh god, it was pretty nerve-wracking.
I was watching you, Aaron, and I heard, or not heard, but I saw mouth a couple bloody hells and a fucking hell.
Yeah, no, there was some anger, but no, it was fine. Channel it into the show.
It's just breathing from Australia, and it just comes out.
I love it. So, really excited because you guys played some new songs that are winding up on the new record. So, tell us a little bit about that. When you're looking to put it out, where you are in the process. Are you tracking? Are you mixing? What are you doing?
Yeah, well, so the album's finished in terms of recording. It's currently getting mixed at the moment. I think for this one, because it's the second full album for us, it's everything. Like how this sounds and what it comes out with is bigger than people listen to Nova, they have no idea who we are, and there's no expectation. So I think you can be pleasantly surprised or not like it. You know, it goes either way. But I think with this album, there's a community that built up on the foundation of Nova, so there's a lot of pressure to make sure that the album follows that, but also develops that, so it's not the same record. And we're taking that seriously with the sound. And I think for us, we wanted to get a little bit heavier and get a bit bigger on the riffs, so we can have wilder live moments. Because for us, our strength is our live show. You know, it's kind of unpredictable and a bit, bit crazy, and I think we wanted that energy to translate on a CD, which is hard. We want people to break things, when they're listening to it. In the car, they want to drive fast and trash stuff, and I think that was the energy and the synergy we were trying to get from the record. And now it's almost finished mixing. We're looking at coming out later, probably April, May kind of time, but right now the imperative thing is making sure that it just sounds as epic and sounds better than what Nova was.
Yeah. Well, the new stuff sounded terrific. Can't wait for the whole kit to come around. Do you guys have a name for the album yet? Can you can we put that on the airwaves?
We do not yet. We have been talking, we're to and froing through a couple of titles, but we take the titling and the names of the songs as seriously as we do the songwriting, because we don't want it to just be like, one of the songs or just a title. It's got to all tie in visually, all the artwork, the songs themselves have to shape. It's basically it's gonna take us through the next 2 years, and we want it to have its own sort of dimension that we follow and takes us there. So yeah, we take it pretty seriously, but as yet, no title.
So you gotta take it in all as a whole and really evaluate it, is what you're talking about for the title. I like it. You as one of the main songwriters, what type of approach did you have for this one as far as the songwriting? Did it change at all, or?
Yeah, well, I think for us actually, I don't know whether it's like normal as a band, but we try and I think because we all make the message together, we all write together, and I'll throw an idea out, but then we try and write lyrics and try and understand it together, because we all have to believe in what we're saying. And even though I'm singing lyrics for it, we all have to know that that's okay, you feel comfortable with what I'm saying. And I think with this album, because Nova is a real personal, insular thing, the whole journey of that album is a real personal kind of, Inside is about dealing with your own kind of self-hatred, I don't know, when nothing you ever do is good enough, and dealing with that inner voice kind of saying it's always bad. And with this album, we really want to kind of go a bit more out there, because I think the world is falling to shit. Sorry, excuse me, I don't know if we can say that.
You can.
Okay, good, yeah. And I think right now everything's falling apart, and there's so much more segregation, and I feel like we're all kind of devolving in a way in our opinions and dividing more. I mean, Brexit for one thing, I was leaving, there's such a divide with people that's becoming stronger, and becoming more violent, and it sucks. And I think that's something we really wanted to sing about and write about, without going, we're not going rage style where it's like super full on, like heavy, and which is epic, but we're not that. And we wanted to touch onto that, and I think right now it's important, and there's a lot of bad things going on that we don't get a voice in and don't get a choice in, and it's frustrating. And I'm personally, I can't stand it. I can't stand our leadership in the UK. I can't stand what's happening, and the only thing I can do is just sing about these assholes, and it's great fun. It's cathartic,
Wow, we got the same kind of stuff going on over here too in the US.
I'm not saying anything about that. I'm keeping that. UK, I can say it. I won't get in trouble. I don't mind pissing off British people, but
yeah. Wow. Okay. So very timely for sure on all sides of the continent and the hemisphere.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy, man.
Yeah, it really is. So let's talk about the recording space. Where are you guys recording it, or where did you record it, since it's engineered, and how important is it for you guys? I've talked with other artists and they say, yeah, the space, the Beatles recorded in Abbey Road, U2 recorded in a castle. For a recording space, how does that make its way into the music, if at all, for you guys?
Yeah, we recorded at a studio called Mono Valley in Wales.
What?
Wales.
Hitting puberty?
Just doing that show and like talking to everybody. My voice is fucked. But anyway, so we recorded at Mono Valley, which is kind of a historic studio. Like Sabbath recorded there, Queen, like the Darkness, Oasis, heaps of massive bands have been through this place, and there's all these ghost stories and all sorts of stuff, that's folklore attached to the studio. But for us, it was just a big space that we could because we record everything sort of live. We want big sounds, but we want to be able to control everything. So, we're able to record the drums in a big room. There's a piano there. We recorded some piano. We recorded guitars in that room. There's a nice place to mix. So, in terms of the studio, it's nice to have a space that we could be there. We slept there. It was a residential studio, so we were there for the whole month. So it's kind of like a whole experience for us. We totally throw ourselves into it, and we don't leave. I don't think you left once.
Well, no, I got food poisoning at the end, so I ended up in bed for like the last 7 days.
So you had to stay.
Spewing up. Oh, it wasn't good. It wasn't pretty.
But like we cooked our meals, and we were there.
You're immersed.
We're immersed in it, and that's really important for us. And so, in terms of the timelines and stuff, it's all mixed. Sorry, it's all recorded and tracked, but it's at mixing at the moment. So we're just waiting to get the mixes back, and we just want it to be. We sort of take every step very seriously. The songwriting, the getting it together between the three of us, and rehearsing it, pre-production, and then tracking it, and then we're sort of in every second of every moment of making this album. So.
You're a nightmare.
Yeah, we are a nightmare. We're sort of our own worst nightmare, but we take it seriously. This is our life. So
yeah. And you got to have pride in your product. So for certain, we understand that. Last question or observation is second album, but first album with Breezy, Adam Breeze on the drums. What kind of energy did he bring to the whole process?
He was awesome. I think because we played together, there's something special about actually being a band and recording everything together. Because last time it was a session guy that came in and did the job, and he was phenomenal. But there's more to get behind with this, because it's just a wicked energy, and he was awesome. But it's great because it's real, and for the way we play as a live band, I hate tracks. I don't enjoy bands playing to backing music. I like it when people play their instruments and people sing. It feels like a novelty in modern music at the moment, and for us, we wanted something so all the harmonies, Aaron sings harmonies, Adam sings the other harmonies, we kept to 3-part harmonies, we kept to things that we can do together, and it's awesome. What you're going to hear in the CD, you're going to hear live, but in a different way, because we're not confined to anything, and we can have a wild show, but everyone can play and sing and do the right things.
I think Adam has such a deep pocket as a drummer, like such a groovy motherfucker. I don't want to say. And so even
financial pocket. He's not got
no. but last time we toured in America, when we came back off that tour, man, it was the best we've ever been playing ever in the history of RavenEye. We were just in a spot where it's like that brotherhood thing. You're on the road together and sharing beds, and you're doing it tough, and that's how you get tight, just by playing heaps. So it was really important that we're all on it and we all rode together, and it's a brotherhood.
Well, again, we can't wait for the new album to drop. certainly looking forward to it. Certainly appreciate the time, and looking forward to seeing you guys again on the boat. Again, this is Front Row Joe, Aaron, Ollie, and that just happened.